Hello guys, I am the Adventures of Dust, and today we are going to review a chunk more of the cards that have been released from Whispers of the Old Gods. First up here we have Eater of Secrets, 4 mana 2/4. Most importantly, to look at these base stat lines, because if it gets silenced, this is what it will return to, obviously. And the battle cry: destroy all enemy secrets, gain a +1/+1 for each. We've all seen Secret Paladin, we have seen them like Q5 secrets. If it hits that, this is going to become a 7/9, and if BGH doesn't change, it will be BGH rangeable, but I mean, the chance of that happening is very slim. The power is all in destroying their secrets, because if you're playing up against a Freeze Mage, if you get rid of a Frost Nova, a Ice Barrier, and a Ice Block, it's obviously game winning, because you can destroy it and then do the final bit of damage. You kill them, you win. That's the beauty of the card and what it's intended to be used for. Unfortunately, not every class has secrets. That's where this card really does fall down, because it's a tech card that isn't universal. If the meta calls for it, this card will see play in Constructed, but beyond that, I think it's just going to be left in the realms of Arena. If Paladin and Mage remain top dogs in Arena, this card will see a lot of play there. But as far as Constructed goes, unless like 80% of your matches are going to be a secret class based around this, you can't afford to weaken your deck by putting this card into it. Interesting card nevertheless. It is a direct replacement for Kasam Mystic, but yeah, I don't think it's going to see a lot of Constructed play. So, moving on, let's go from the secrets to the new Hearthstone Giant, the Giant Sandworm. Very interesting card, 8 mana, 8/8. With Giant in it, you instantly thought of stuff like Molten Giant, Sea Giant, Mountain Giant. Those are just the big beasts. This is a big beast in another sense, because the text on this is very interesting. If this minion attacks another minion and kills it, it can attack again. I have to say that in Arena this card will be pretty insane. If your opponent can't deal with it in one turn, you can just use it. If they play like 3 small minions, you can just go bam, 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 and then 8 damage to the face, which is pretty insane. We have to look at the cards, which is going to be amazing with. And this is going to be a Beast of Wrath. This combo was immediately showered at. As soon as you see a new card, you think, oh, what card can this work well with? This is it. Also stuff like Stable Master, but the only thing that can give it charge is the Tundra Rhino. And obviously this is not a 1 mana setup. It is... Where are we going? Show me what we want, Hunter, please. Where are we, Tundra Rhino? That's so odd. I went the crafting mode. That's why we don't see the basic. There we go. Tundra Rhino, 5 mana 2/5. Your beasts have charge. We've seen that before, but this has to be on the field, so you can't play this in one turn. We have nothing to abuse like Innovate. In Hunter, obviously, it's a Druid card. Emperor Thorisan is going to have to be on the field for 2 turns to make this a 1-turn combo. And this is where this card falls down a little bit, because you're not going to be able to use it as a 1-turn turn, so, or 1-turn combo even. You're going to have this with some pre-setup to get this out there. If you play this in Constructed, it's going to die the same turn. If it hasn't, you've probably already won the game because you have enough board control. But it's a very nice card. In Constructed, with the cards released at the moment, I don't think it's going to see a lot of play unless the meta slows down significantly. In Arena, fantastic. It's going to be one of the top picks, especially as the epics have been very weak. This is going to increase the epic slot in Hunter by miles, because yeah, in Hunter, where have they all gone? They're not even here. It's just it's very weak. Like you got your Snake Trap, you got the Gladiator's Longbow, then you've got some garbage. Feign Death, but this is leaving the mare. Yeah, so going from the Giant Sandworm, we have the Herald of Volach. Probably butchered that pronunciation, but that's what I get for not playing WoW. But anyways, I really like this card actually. Obviously, without doing any testing on it, I'm not sure what its strength level is going to be. But if we just have a look at it in the old priest, wow, how do I not know? Wow, that is a weird symbol for the priest. There we go. Never really noticed that before. But if you just look at some minions that are going to be really strong with this, like imagine getting double Northshire Cleric. You're going to get your doubled effect. You're going to get the whenever a minion is healed, draw a card, because it's summoned a 1/1 copy. So like Faceless Manipulator, you're going to copy that minion at its current state. If it has been silenced, it's going to be, I imagine, silenced as well, because it's a copy of the minion. It's going to take whatever effect has, but it's going to change the stats to 1/1. So you can't go, oh, I don't know, I'm going to play a War Golem, and then I'm going to use this, and then have a 7/1. No, It's going to just make it a 1-1, and it's the text, the flavor text that you can abuse. So obviously you've got stuff like Sylvanas, you've also got stuff like your Sarah, where you can double up these effects because it's on your turn as well. That as long as your minion has survived, they can't really abuse it. But on one turn you can do double cleric, Herald Volached, and then you're going to have 4 clerics, and you can heal up and get 4 cards if you're in a desperate situation, and if you happen to have this card. Also, the thing to consider with this card is Aggro Priest could actually be a thing. Like, if you summon this up and you can just fill your board with like those 1-mana tiny death rattles like the Leponome, really strong if that stays as is. And if not, you know, taking stuff like with stuff like Death Rattles, it's going to be absolutely insane. Very excited about this card. It's a nice new direction for Priest to go in. But I think this will see a lot of constructed play, and it would actually be less good in Arena than it would be in Constructed, because, you know, it's really difficult to abuse such a specific mechanic in Arena. But yeah, really nice card. Hyped for that one. And then we're going to go on to the final section we're going to review in this video, and that is the Forbidden cards. One for 3 of the classes that we've seen so far. We don't know if they're going to release more Forbidden cards for every single class, but I wonder what they can use it on, because they've got a deal damage to a minion one, and that's how it gets deal damage to the face, get ready for fear, get a random minion for however mana you've got left over, and healing. The flame, it's very unexciting. Spend all your mana, deal that much damage to a minion. We have to instantly compare that to a flame lance. 5 mana, deal 8 damage to a minion. So is this an early game card? That's what you have to put yourself down to. And if it's being early game card, you've got Arcane Blast, which gets bonus damage from stuff like Azure Drake. So honestly, Forbidden Flame just doesn't seem to fit anywhere. It gets outclassed early game and it's outclassed late game. You can only get slightly better by having 10 mana and dealing 10 damage to something, but if you're using your turn just to remove a minion, you're going to be in a worse position. But yeah, not exciting. Forbidden Shaping, spend all your mana, summon a random minion that costs that much. Early game, you're not going to really want to be using that, because you're not going to, you know, you can have a vast array of stuff, so there's no consistency. That's why you won't see that in Constructed. But late game, if you saved it for like 7 or 8 mana, you're getting better quality cards. You can also get stuff from other classes, like we saw there, Archmage Antonidas. You can pick up a few things, but the important thing to remember is that the later you go, battle cries tend to be the amazing things on cards. So, you know, turn 9, get an Anubarak, Infinite Valley, it would be insane, but, you know, at the same thing, if you go up to your 9 mana slots and you get something like Nefarian or North Sea Kraken, all the value is in the battle cry. You're not going to be getting that, so it's really going to crush this card in Constructed. I don't think it will see play. Interesting for tempo, but it's just not consistent enough, so players will not be able to run it. New Esportal. But in Arena, it's going to be fine, because if you're missing a turn, you can actually just plop that down and it can sort out a curve. It's an amazing Arena card, actually, but in Constructed, nah, not consistent enough. The most interesting here is actually Forbidden Healing. Spend all of your mana, restore health for twice that amount. So, as Paladin, we've all seen Murloc Paladin. At least, you know, I hope you haven't seen it, but it's pretty terrifying. It goes around the anything can happen. The charge Murlocs, and a lot of combo cards, and the way that deck loses is by just getting bursted down by aggro too quick. It beats every like super control matchup. Warrior hates it because of this card. They can just bring it in and smack you in the face for a whole bunch of damage. You know, they play 2 of them, play 1, everything dies, and if you're not dead, they'll bring down another one. It'll crush everything. But Forbidden Healing is just a great steal card. You can spend a amount of store health for twice that amount, so maximum of 20. And as we've seen with Reno, it's hard to burst someone down from 30 health, even if you've got the board. Like, you have to have the board and full of strong minions to deal that amount of damage. But watch out for Murloc Paladin with that replacement card in there. It is honestly going to be a little terrifying, and it could bring around a mid-range Paladin. Like, healing is really important. You need to look at what else they've got in the class. They've got like Holy Light, which is 2 mana restore 6, so 2 mana, it's going to be better than Forbidden Healing, but Forbidden Healing obviously gets its value the later the game goes on. I think we will see this out of the 3 cards the most in Constructed. In Arena it sucks because it's healing, and Arena is all tempo based, and it has no tempo healing, but in Constructed, health is becoming more and more important. And yeah, I think that's going to be the winner out of the 3. But yeah, what did you guys think? That is going to be it from me from this review. But let me know what you guys think about these selection of cards that I've shown you today, and what cards you'd like to see in the next review. But thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see me on Twitch, follow the link down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.